Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Confidence and I am a developer advocate at Cloudflare, and today we're doing something interesting. I have a few things on my desk here. The first thing I have here is a game controller. This is a PS5 controller, and more interestingly, I have the DJI Tello drone, which is a really tiny, fun, programmable drone. And the way this works is that you pair this up to a device like your phone, and you're able to use this game controller to make the drone fly and do things. So I was wondering, what if we were able to give this same controller to an AI or an agent, and also give it access to the camera feed coming from the drone so that it has information about what the drone is seeing in its environment? Would it work? Would an AI be able to fly this drone just like a human would? Let's find out. I already have this all set up in the garden downstairs, so I am going to grab my jacket because it's quite cold outside, and let's head downstairs and find out if an AI can fly the drone. I'll see you downstairs. Hey guys, so I'm out here in the garden and I have the demo set up. I have the drone over there. Say hello to the little drone. Hello, little drone. And we're going to get the drone to fly all the way over there by itself to the orange Cloudflare t-shirt. If you want to get some Cloudflare swag, I have links in the description below, so go check that out. All right, so that's where the drone is, and we're going to get it to fly all the way over here. And I have a secondary camera there recording stuff, and I have my laptop with the agent and controller running. All right, so that's what I have for my setup. Let's actually get this demo running. So I am here on the terminal and I will connect to the Wi-Fi network of the drone. But for that, I need to get the drone turned on. And as you can see, the drone's light is beeping, so it's on right now, which is good. And we're going to come to the laptop and let's connect to the drone's Wi-Fi network. All right, that is connected. So I'm going to start up the agent and also the controller. All right, and we can head to the browser, can do a quick refresh, and let's check what the battery is. So I can ask the agent what is the battery. And the agent is telling us the battery is 83%, which is good. So we can actually start our flight. I'm just going to tell the agent to fly the drone to the orange t-shirt. And I'm going to hit that, and that should start the mission. As you can see, the drone is flying. And it's on the air right now, trying to get to the destination we want it to get to. And while that's processing, I'm just going to show you what's happening behind the scenes inside of the brain of the agent and the controller. You can see that we have a preview of what the drone is currently seeing, and that's the orange t-shirt all the way over there. So it's going to use that detection to figure out how to get the drone to the t-shirt. And that's the drone over there, finding the t-shirt. So it's doing a 360 sweep of the area around the drone to figure out where the t-shirt is. And when it's able to find it, it will start flying towards it. It just did. So it's flying towards it now. Also, I should say it's quite windy outside, so it will be a struggle for the agents to fly the drone under those windy conditions. But it seems to be doing a really good job right now, so I'll let it rip. slowly but surely flying towards the detected t-shirt on the frame. And taking a look at the console, you can see that it's definitely seeing the orange t-shirt. And you can see it's flying towards it on the frame, which is cool. And when it gets close enough, it should decide to land the drone by itself. So I think it's getting pretty close. And then it should decide to land the drone when it's gotten close enough. And it's landed the drone. And that was really, really cool. That was such a cool demo. You can see how the agent was able to take the data coming from the sensors of the drone, name on the camera, run some detections, and through that, give the drone the right inputs to get it from its platform to where we wanted it to fly towards, the t-shirt. And then he landed it when it got close enough. So that's the demo. This is really cool. Now let's get back upstairs and let me show you how this actually works in practice. Now that was really cool, and surprisingly, an AI agent can fly a drone just like a human would. So I'm sure you're wondering, how does it work? How is it possible that it's able to fly the drone, even though it was not specifically programmed to fly a drone? So I'm going to explain how the system works, and then I'll also show you links to the repository where you can see the source code for the implementation if you like to go pull it down and run it yourself. So let's start by looking at how this works. What you're seeing on my screen here is a diagram showing you like the high level architecture of what the system looks like, because the drone requires you talk to it via UDP. So you have to connect to it over Wi-Fi. It doesn't have like a web server you post HTTP requests to connect to it. That would be actually fun, but you actually have to connect to the Wi-Fi network created by the drone and send commands and receive data from the drone over UDP. But then at the same time, you have to connect to the internet because the models we're using to run the agent actually live on the internet. So how do you do that? My setup here has my phone connected via Wi-Fi to the internet and tethered to my laptop over Ethernet. And that's how I'm able to talk to the remote models over Wi-Fi through my phone to the internet, and also connect to the drone via Wi-Fi at the same time. That's really cool. So let's actually look at how this works in practice, how we're able to give the drone access to the controller and also data coming from the drone and get the agent to fly the drone. So the first system you're seeing here is the controller, which is the game controller, and this does some of the heavy lifting. It connects directly to the drone over UDP to send commands to the drone and get them executed on the drone and listen for the responses from the drone. It also receives the stream coming from the drone's camera and runs FFmpeg in a loop so that we can take a snapshot of each frame after every couple of seconds and send that off to a different model called Moondream. Moondream is a really cool vision model, and it does object detection because the goal is to get the drone to fly towards a target or a destination, and we tell Moondream to look for that target in the frame and tell us where the coordinates are, and that gets returned back to the controller. Now, all of this would be useless if the controller doesn't have a brain, which is where the agent comes in. So the controller connects to the agent via WebSocket, and we can take a look at what the agent system looks like in a bit. This is the agent. Actually, the agent is made up of multiple agents. We have two sub-agents. We have one responsible for the chat interface where the user can come and have a conversation with the entire system, like ask what is the battery level or tell it to fly towards a particular location. Then we also have the drone agent, which is responsible for actually interfacing with the controller. So the drone agent has a WebSocket server that the controller connects to, and the drone agent is able to relay messages from the chat agent to the controller, get them executed, and relayed back. So the way it works is that when the user comes to the web interface or the chat interface and types in a question like, what is the battery level of the drone? The chat agent receives that query and then sends it off to the drone agent, and the drone agent makes sure that that gets sent off to the controller. The controller executes that command on the drone and returns the response, which gets sent back to the drone agent, and the drone agent forwards that response back to the chat agent, and you see it on the interface. So the drone agent interfaces between the human and the controller, which gets things executed on the drone itself. So looking at the agent system, we have the chat interface which is being hosted by the agent. The agent also has a bunch of tools that is used by the drone agent to actually talk to the controller, and you have an LLM in the loop because this agent was not specifically designed to fly drones. So we need an agent or an LLM to look at the possible commands for the DJI drone and to generate the command that makes the most sense to get the drone from where it is towards the target, given the detections from the frame we are receiving from the controller. So that's how the controller and the agent work together to get the drone to fly towards a given destination. And I think it's really cool when you go take a look at the source code. So I'll be leaving a link to the source code, but it's going to be on my GitHub profile. Don't forget to smash this button to follow me when you get here. But let's go to my repositories, and if you go take a look at the repository called Tello Agent, this explains in detail how the entire system works. And of course, you can see the source code for the agent, and as well see the source code for the controller. So this is the implementation for it. It's going to be on this GitHub repository. I'll have it linked in the description below. But what I think is most exciting, what makes it so easy to build systems like this, is the Agents SDK. And you can get that from agents.cloudflare.com. And you can install it in one command by typing npm agents. And this homepage tells you what's possible. You can have multiple sub-agents. You can have a system that waits for the user to approve an action before it actually goes on to perform the action. You can have agents that hibernate and wake up to do things at a certain point in time. It's really cool. Go check out the documentation. It's a really cool SDK, and I want you to try this out. So that is it for this video. I think this has been a really awesome demo or experiment, and surprisingly it works. Now I'm wondering, what would you guys like to see me do next? Would you like me to give an agent access to my robo vacuum? Let's see how that works. Would you like to see that? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section, and also tell me what you guys are building using agents right now. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.